Good morning, legend. Coffee. For you. And for me. In this video, I want to give you another O card reading. And now I want you to think of an issue, think of a problem, think of something you want an insight around. And then look at the pictures, combine them, brainstorm, extrapolate, think of how that could relate to what your situation is. And I'm going to do it myself as well. I want an insight around another hypnotic technique or hypnosis track that I can make. Boink. So in this, the two cards that we have, one says game around the edges, and the other is a calendar and somebody looking at their wristwatch. I don't know why they're looking at the time on a wristwatch to figure out the calendar and what day it is, but that's okay. Maybe they're just very concerned with time at all times. So what can I do here? Obviously, game relates to kind of the original backbone of this channel, which is taking games and combining those with personal growth so that you can learn how to better yourself, how to grow through these tropes, these archetypes, and things that you already know within the gaming world. And I know not everybody is a gamer, and it's not necessarily just focused on like A, B, buttons and that kind of gaming. It's more about the story behind it all, because story is extremely important for humans, for us humans. Even though I used to think that I was a robot, I am indeed a human. So how does that relate to the calendar? It's gaming time, probably gaming productivity, a way to make yourself more productive, or possibly if you think of time work. So within neurolinguistic programming, you can go into your past and you can rewrite things. You can change how you perceived past events, and you can also bring that out into the future. Unfortunately, I already did that in the other hypnosis track. So what can I do in this one? Perhaps a coffee drink will help. Coffee blast. Let's go this route. So if I just came in fresh, I would have tied this to the game that I'm working on. I would have tied this to the heroes version of the game and said, I need to put a deadline on this. I need to set it up, say this is when it's coming out, and break it down into better chunks. I have a difficult time doing that with creative projects and creative tasks because I feel like the idea has not marinated enough. Maybe I need to make it a game for myself. Like I need to create the times, the days, kind of gamify the whole process, and release them regularly. Sorry, I just got an insight related to another platform called Experienceify that does kind of gamification of courses. And maybe if I could tie that into that, like how could I bring this together? Creating hypnosis tracks, creating new neurolinguistic programming techniques and variations and versions of the ones that already exist. I'm not creating something completely new. I'm just using what's called submodalities in different ways, like how you perceive the world, and those smallest little building blocks of that, like when you imagine completing this project, for example, what does it look like? Is it a video? Is it a still shot? Is it bright? Is it vivid? Is it blurry? Where is it located? Those kind of things within your mental space, right? And sounds have those submodalities too. Okay. I think I got it. So the point of this hypnosis track would be to take the game aspects. I've already done kind of a character select one, but take the game aspects of maybe creating a character, or thinking like building a Mario level or something like that, right? And adjusting where things are, putting them in different places, adjusting that within your mental space as part of the hypnosis track. Kind of making it a game, like, okay, well, what is let's imagine that you have an obstacle here. What is that obstacle like? Okay, let's shrink it down. Let's adjust how it looks. Let's change the submodalities of it and give you some different ones as well. And you can see you as a character. You can see you growing and expanding and gaining the tools necessary to deal with this obstacle. What does that have to do with the calendar, though? But that's what it is. Maybe from that point, then it goes into creating different versions, like the levels, right? Like different levels of this that you go through weekly or something like that. That sounds pretty cool. At least I got the ideas going. I got some bubbling in there, and hopefully it doesn't just completely explode my brain. Use these cards, kind of push yourself. You saw I was struggling with this one. I don't necessarily struggle with most of them, right? Usually there's kind of some idea that comes up pretty quickly. Sometimes it doesn't, and force it. Make it happen. Because if you're like, yeah, not this one, and you go to another one, then you're just looking for an idea that you already have, which is not necessarily the point of an insight, right? If you already have the insight, then you should just do the damn thing. Do the dang thing. If you like videos like this, you can check them out probably over here, and comment down below, and keep up the lifelong quest and good luck, have fun. Goodbye.